Hello students. Today in this class of business statistics, I will be discussing about the limitations of statistics. We have already discussed about the meaning, definition, object, nature, functions and importance of statistics in my different previous videos. Today, in this class, I will be discussing about the limitations of statistics. Although statistics is universally applicable, yet it is not free from limitations. These limitations must be taken into consideration, otherwise, the results arrived at will be misleading. The first limitation is statistics studies only numerical data and not qualitative phenomenon. Quantitative facts are studied like prices, production, age, height, but some qualitative facts like intelligence, honesty, friendship, poverty cannot be studied directly through statistics, though some of the facts can be subject to a study in an indirect form. For example, to study the intelligence of students, marks obtained in an intelligence test may be taken as a base, and to study the problem of poverty, persons may be classified according to their incomes. But whenever the qualitative facts are measured indirectly, the accuracy and correctness of which is always subject to doubt and suspicion. Statistics study the aggregates and not the individuals. Statistics deals with the aggregates of facts and not the characteristics of individual item in a series. Although the average income of citizen in a town is obtained by dividing total incomes of citizens of that town by their number, yet it does not tell about the financial position of individuals. It throws light on average income of the group, not the individual. For example, who is poor or below poverty line, who is rich, who is a beggar. Similarly, if during a rainfall in four towns of district was 20, 90, 70, 100 centimeters, the average rainfall in the district would be 70 centimeters. It will not speak of individual town that town number 1 was dry on account of very less rainfall, which will go unattended because of the average rainfall being 70 centimeters. Thus, it is not necessary that the conclusions of a group shall apply to individuals. Third limitation is statistics methods are not the only methods to study. For the solution of a problem, statistical method is one of the methods and it is not the only approach for decision making. The results derived by these methods should be assumed as appropriate only after testing the same through other methods like deduction method, etc. Even then, statistical methods are more appropriate for the study and solution of any problem. It is necessary to its solutions are accurate measurements are for the construction of a building. Statistical conclusions can be misleading without references. The conclusions or interpretations of the results of statistical analysis should not be made without referring to the context. For example, the average profits of 3 trading enterprises may be the same. It would be fallacious to state that all enterprises are uniform in their respective progress. If the entire data of all these enterprises are kept in view, the conclusions may be that one is progressing every year, the other may be decaying gradually, while the third one may be statistics. Statistical conclusions are true on an average and during long period. The inferences drawn on the basis of statistical studies are not perfectly true as in case of laws propounded under natural sciences. For instance, under chemistry, the law is that the man will die immediately after he is taking potassium cyanide. The law would hold good whether 1 gram or 10 gram of it is used. Similarly, in physics, according to law of gravity, every article which is dropped from above will always be attracted towards Earth. But statistical laws, though based on the theory of probability, are not true to such an extent. For example, the probability of a head or tail is equal to tossing of a coin. When the coin is tossed twice, it cannot be definitely said that Once it would be head and once the tail. Here, if the coin is tossed a large number of times, say 5,000, it can be fairly said that the result would almost be approximate to equality. Thus, statistics depicts approximate tendencies only. Another limitation is that the data should be homogeneous and uniform. Before making comparison, it must be confirmed that the data are homogeneous and uniform. Different and heterogeneous types of data cannot be compared. For example, the growth of population of a country cannot be compared with increase in production of wheat or rice, etc. Statistics can be used only by experts. Only such persons can collect, analyze, and interpret suitably the statistical data who possess adequate knowledge of statistical methods. Inexpert and untrained persons cannot draw correct inferences from the collected data. The results or conclusions would be wrong and fallacious. There is also distrust of statistics. Despite the indispensable, useful, and vital importance of statistics, it is looked upon with a suspicious eye. Some persons say figures do not lie. Conclusions drawn on the basis of figures are authentic and true to the last. Some say Stephen Leacock, he wrote that a well-read statistics is better than Hitler's big lie. So statistics are like alienists, they will testify to either side. So there is distrust of statistics because there is ignorance of common people. Ignoring we ignore the limitations of statistics. Lack of specialized knowledge. There is lack of test for correctness of data. There is misuse of data in statistics. Some say that he who accepts statistics indiscriminately will often be duped unnecessarily. So, there should be certain methods to be adopted so that there should be remedies for removing this distrust, because some say Marshall said statistics are like clay of which you can make a good god or a devil as you please. Statistics cannot prove anything. They are like the tools in the hands of satisfaction on the basis of which accurate presentation of real possession may be made. So, in order to remove uh, there should be remedies for removing distrust. First is awareness towards limitation of statistics. There should be judicious use of data. There should be clear and independent discussions. There should be precautions should be taken while using the statistics. There should not be misuse of statistics. There should not be inappropriate comparison. There should not be unambiguous and shifting definitions. There should not be inappropriate use of percentage. There should not be inappropriate and non-judicious use of statistical methods. There should not be one-sided comments. The data should not be inadequate and non-representative. There should not be non-representative samples. There should not be biased or prejudiced investigator. Wrong inferences can be induced on the basis of wrong induction and deduction, fallacious comments in erroneous technique and enumeration. So, in practice, data are misused by wrong generalization to give rise to several fallacious and wrong conclusions so as to cheat common persons. So, vigilance and carefulness are continuously needed to save from these errors. So, thank you for this class.